Microsoft was kind of forced to announce some games maybe a little bit early years ago, and they were in that really kind of precarious situation due to themselves. I mean, let's just be honest, they were in a very bad spot. Sony was out there kind of running rampant on what Microsoft was trying to do. And so, again, you kind of look at things and you go, well, what can Microsoft do to kind of earn people's trust, maybe win some things back? And, now you sort of have a situation where we're starting to see that kind of come to fruition a little bit. And this could be actually pretty good news. I would love to see something on this. Again, I would personally, though, say, hey, this would be cool. But I think it'd be cooler if it doesn't come to PlayStation. Just my humble opinion, I hope Microsoft gets back into the, oh, hey, we need some exclusives kind of atmosphere. Just in my opinion anyway. But anyway, I'm very curious to hear what everybody has to say at the end of the video, so make sure you leave comments down below. What's up, everybody? I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews with another video. Thank you very much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys like the video. That helps tremendously. Also, subscribe and share them out if you haven't already done so. I do daily gaming content, video game content. I try to be fun but informative. I be entertaining as I possibly can be, and hopefully that guy comes across to you guys and girls out there that watch the video. So thank you so much. With that being said, keep this as a rumor. Because, again, we don't know these things until they're officially confirmed. But, remember the game Everwild? Yeah, remember that? A long time ago was announced by Microsoft. Believe it or not, going on half a decade since the announcement of that. So, yeah, crazy to think that games like that were announced almost 6 years ago. And you also have games like... let's just see, Perfect Dark was announced like almost 5 years ago. So yeah, crazy that these games still haven't come out and we haven't really seen a ton from them. But when it comes to Everwild, we haven't seen anything on it, but it looks like it is, definitely a game that is coming along nice. So Rare has announced Everwild, in 2019, its next major title after Sea of Thieves, and to this day, we've not been given any detailed look at the game or understanding of what exactly it is, but there is a new rumor that suggests that the development on the title is now progressing well at the studio. This is coming from Windows Central Jez Gordon. The Xbox-focused reporter says he, quote, heard that development on Everwild is going well and that we should be seeing the game reappear at some time in the future. So seeing it reappear would be a excellent thing to kind of see what happens there. He's optimistic about Everwild's trajectory. He said he hears the development on Everwild is going well. They've nailed the gameplay loop and they should be seeing it in the future. So, maybe this is something that we see at the Game Awards. This could be something that we see at some particular point. I think, obviously we need to see these things kind of crop up because, they're games that were announced so long ago, and it just seems like, yeah, and I get it, there was like a pandemic and the lockdowns and stuff like that, but I still feel at a particular point you have to have some of this stuff ready to go, or either that or it's canceled. I think you have to have one of those two things. Either the stuff is legit and it's coming, or it's canceled and it's not coming, and whatever. But we had heard negatively about the game in the past. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that I think obviously should be happening sooner rather than later. And I feel like Microsoft is definitely on to some really cool things in the future of like what they're planning on doing and stuff like that. So again, I like to see how these things are kind of coming about. Microsoft, I like what Rare's doing. I honestly think that they're doing a lot of stuff that's coming specifically for Microsoft and Xbox and all that kind of stuff. Is this stuff that they could see changing in the future or whatever? But I like personally, I like to think that Microsoft has at least some kind of pulse on what the gamers are doing. I know it's like a super corporate thing, And it's basically one of those things that we kind of see come about, every so often, where people want to see what the games are all about, and for me, I think Rare is one of those companies that can do something really good, but Everwild still looks like it might be some kind of situation where it's a game that realistically, kind of is a game that honestly really is there for multiple people, like a multiplayer type thing. They say maybe a shared world, and my concern with that is, if you have a shared world game, does that mean that it's going to be a multi-platform game? I think that's probably the concern for a lot of people, and I would hope that that's not the case. Xbox needs exclusives, otherwise, like, honestly, what's the point at that particular point in time? Like, I just honestly feel like there would be no real point to that idea that, hey, we've got this game, and it's coming to everything. I know, like, Microsoft has to do a better job of making sure that they have these games that everybody can play and everybody can kind of enjoy and stuff like that. So, if that happens, I think people will be happy. I still think we have to kind of get on Microsoft a little bit, because we've had these different situations where where gaming has kind of failed Microsoft a bit, and I think that they can do better, and like I said, doing the announcements for these type of things is always a cool thing, and doing sort of the types of announcements that get people excited for the Xbox again. You have to be able to get people amped up for the Xbox platform itself. You have to be able to have people kind of expressing that these are the things that are that people want. So, like I said, I'm excited for it. What do you guys think that this game is, though? Right? What do you think Everwild is? Do you think it's, what people have been hoping for? Do you think it's some kind of, amazing new IP or whatever? I mean, let's be real. There's a lot of games that Sea of Thieves ended up, like, beating out. Now, I think Sea of Thieves is probably on its, like, sunset type of stage right now, where it's not very much something that people played anymore. And when I look at this and I kind of look at most played Xbox games on the actual Xbox, I'm kind of, let's see, I'm looking at it, and they have the top 50 most played games on Xbox, and it's coming in at right now at a staggering 45th. So yeah, out of the top 50, it's coming in at number 45. So yeah, not exactly lighting up the charts or whatever. And when you look at, like, when you look at, like, how it's doing on Steam, I don't think it's doing very well either. I'll check that right now and see what's on there. There is 9,000 people on Sea of Thieves on Steam. Even though it's on PlayStation as well, I don't think that, I think that it had a little bump initially, but I don't think that it's going to be something that, drives people for years and years to come, because this game, let's just be real, has been out for quite a long time now, and, that's kind of what we see, when we look at these things. Hey, they're doing a good job with this. They're killing it. Honestly, I think Microsoft has a lot of good things going on for themselves. Is that going to be something that they're going to be continuing to do? I think that's going to be the main issue going forward. So, hopefully we see some things come out for the better from this. But, at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. Are you guys, however, excited about this? I would love to see the thoughts and opinions of everyone. What's your thoughts on Everwild? Let me know. I very much do appreciate it. Like I said, I think this could be a huge thing for Xbox, and it could be a huge thing that actually pushes Xbox in the right direction. They need more games. and we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic. I think that they do good stuff, and that's an exciting aspect for me. But drop it down below what you guys think is happening. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please like the video. Like I said, I do daily video game content. Rack them up, fact them up, crap gamer them up, and I'll catch you next time. Crap Gamer out.